This is how I learned more about myself than the actual finance at the finance summit. But first, let's go outside through my lens. So I was in a room where there was billions and billions of rands all around me. Crazy, right? And this wasn't just the worst of the brokers and the resources, but certain networks of certain individuals. However, I didn't know any of that until I had a conversation with this one person who not told me about all of those billions, but he changed my perspective about communicating your brand in a crazy way. This blew my mind. Pause. So we were at the Just Markets Brokers booth, but these guys were not actually recruiting us. Instead, they were having, a genuine conversation with us. So it was not even a thing of, come join us, we're the best broker here, leave everyone else alone. No, it was just a genuine conversation. So I spoke with the person who runs their marketing, and he was the one who told me all this information. Shout out to you, Sasha. I showed him what I was working on, my ecom brand, and how I plan on revolutionizing the oral care industry. But I was struggling to communicate my unique selling point. I was struggling to stay consistent, and I was struggling to actually have discipline. And what he said was different. He didn't tell me to lock in harder, or you have to want it bad enough, or you have to take 5 cold showers every day for it to work out. No, he gave me real, genuine game, but with a twist. This was more than game. This was a kind of a therapy for me. And this is what he said. Your work is a reflection of your internal state. How you feel about yourself as a person will be communicated or shown on the outside. So the reason you're struggling to communicate your idea and believe in it is because of you are currently in a place of self-doubt. Your idea is amazing and it's going to revolutionize everything. But because you are doubting yourself right now, you're communicating the wrong way. Not because you don't know how, but it's because you believe that it won't hit the way you believe it will hit. Damn. And that was crazy. Bro saved me money and years worth of therapy through a conversation about marketing. But the crazy thing is that I had heard this before, but it's one thing to hear it on a YouTube video and another thing to hear it one-on-one. And trust me, one-on-one is better. Because on a YouTube video, you take it with a grain of salt because you know you're not the only person being communicated to. So if you're struggling to stay consistent, bro, maybe it's not even the consistency itself. Maybe it's because you're unaware of something about yourself. Because like me, I didn't know I was in a place of self-doubt. But someone had to help me and show me the light and be like, yo, you're doubting yourself. Where else you think you're confident? You need to do some reflection. You need to actually start doing something that's different in order for you to get different results. You need to do some reflection and just start. You need to do some reflection and just continue. Try something new. Have a conversation. Go outside and be by yourself and take some crazy advice. People will actually say some things that will genuinely change your life in a good and beneficial way. You just have to be open to receive it. You genuinely can do it because I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. And anything can change in a couple of months if you just stay consistent on some new information, if you constantly execute, if you constantly reflect and refine. Do the most and keep cooking because your dreams are valid and your dreams are going to come through. The thing that you want, it'll want you as bad as you want it. I promise you. Don't ever give up. It's so crazy. Like on this journey, we learn more about ourselves than we do about actually the making of the money that we want. Because we get to become the versions of ourselves that get to do the things and that get to have the things that we want. So don't stop. Become the person you're meant to become. And you will do the things that you're supposed to do. And you will have the things that you want to have. Because if you're not going to become, then you're not going to do, then you're not going to have. Your dreams want you as much as you want them. And the only reason you don't have access to them right now is because of you are not yet the person who's meant to have them.